Alright, welcome back everybody. I know I'm really lacking on doing videos, but I've got this newly acquired, I guess, SP-125 Super Pro 125 made by Mcculloch. This is indeed a regular 125. This is not a chrome line barrel. I've done put a magnet down on the inside, but we'll do that here real quick for you guys. We'll just do that to show the differences. Pistons up. Alright. Get that piston down in there. A little tough from there. Flywheel. Get that flywheel going there and down. Alright. So what we do is we take one of these magnets, telescopic magnets, and to test it, you just put it on the inside. If it grips real good, then it's a iron bore or a sleeve. If not, if it just barely grabs, then it's chrome line. And indeed, this one grabs real good, proving that it is that. This saw has great compression to it, has crosshatch marks on the inside of the cylinder still. It's not an original block, as you can see, because of the different colors. It's got the numbers on it, 12 of 72 right there, so I don't know if that's when it was replaced or if that's just when the block was manufactured. So somebody had used motor oil inside of this as a chain lube. Not too excited. The only reason the guy was parting it out was because the tank is bad. Went bad, you know. I guess some people don't know how to use tank liner. This all come from Canada off of eBay. The only reason I pulled the trigger on it was because he said that it was a running saw. On the carburetor description, it was a running saw. So, and I knew which one to come off of, so I took the chance on it. So right now, I got its coil that it came from. Had to buy like all separately from it to see if we have any ignition. And it said the coil was good, so try to get a focus for you guys here. We've got good ignition, nice blue spark. So really, I'm just kind of throwing it together real quick. Put the carburetor on it and shoot a little prime down it, and maybe it'll start that way. But I've got a CP-125 starter system here and everything, and I have to get the spring fixed inside this one here. I got to get that one screw off, or a couple of them. Actually, they were being kind of a pain. I may have to take some heat to them. So we'll get this. This may be a couple days here project on this whole setup here to do that. But I plan on taking this saw down and cleaning it and getting everything it needs. As you can see, it's missing quite a few parts, but I wasn't going to pay the outrageous prices he wanted parting it out. So I got just the essentials and everything. Over here, I do have the muffler for it and that non-adjustable Tildeson carburetor. Not too thrilled for that, but it is what it is. I do have a CP-125 over here, which I do have an engine for and everything. It does have the Mac carb on it that is adjustable, but that carburetor is going to stay with that saw. So we've got ignition. I guess I can't really throw the carburetor back on. I need to figure out what bolts it takes, the size and everything, get a hold down for it. So that's on the to-do list, but that's we'll come back to that and everything after we get that all figured out. Alright, robbed a couple of the bolts from the CP to hold this down. I know it's supposed to have like another holder here, and then it comes up to hold the top cover, but I don't have a top cover or that piece. So I will be getting one of those whenever I find out. I'm in no rush on this. Choke hooked up for haha. It's got ignition. It's got a carburetor. Muffler bolts, however, they went kind of unique on those, really. I might have something laying around for that. So see if we can put it on. It's got the gasket on here from the looks of it. Yeah, it's got a gasket. There it is. So it's got the gasket there. So maybe if I can find some bolts, if I have any laying around, to put that on, and we may shoot a little prime down and see if we can't turn it over. I mean, since it's got the decomp, we can hit it on that bolt real quick, turn it over with the drill, and maybe hear it hit over some life real quick. If not, we'll revert to the starter. We'll get that fixed. I wasn't lying when I said a quick rig up. Polar set had a few bolts in it. So that's just merely there to keep it from rotating, and that's kind of down. So carb to regulate its speed real quick. We've got good ignition, and we've got muffler a third in some ways on. So I guess the next step is put a little gas down and see what it'll do. It's going to be god-awful loud. Alright, let's see if it'll do some magic for us. We've got a muffler, we've got ignition, we've got the carb on. So let's see if it'll do some love for us here. It's a tough one. Wait, hold on. Why is my clutch on? There we go. Yeah. All right, that's what we want to see. So now that we know she's going to run, we got a teardown process to go here. So, alrighty. Well, we'll come back to this saw here in a bit. Like I said, I've got a guy that's got some parts on the... He's got some parts. He's going to ship them to me and everything, and I'm buying them from him. He's in California. He actually owns one of these, and he turned it into a complete race saw. It's got a 101B engine in it. You name it, the whole shebang. So hopefully we'll have some parts here soon and be able to continue on this saw. But one living Super Pro 125. So thanks for watching. And like I say, we've got a bunch of other saws we're going to be knocking out here. And all the runners up there on the shelf. So, alright. If you like what you saw, subscribe, hit that like button, and you'll keep seeing more.